Hello everyone, it's Bangstan. Today I'll be going over BTS Enlistment, Army's response, and try to clear up a little bit of misinformation. I really don't want to waste time, let's get into the video. Disclaimer, I am not a Korean person. Their thoughts and feelings on this matter will always outweigh mine, and I value that. I simply want to add my 2 cents into the discourse online. Please respect Korean people's thoughts and feelings on matters that apply to and affect them. I think most armies were expecting this. Ever since they announced they were gonna be taking a break from BTS and focusing on individual projects for the time being, we all kind of knew or were theorizing that them planning on going into the military service could have also played into it. Jimin even admitted that there were some things he wished he could share with the fans but couldn't, and this could have been one such thing. Though that was just one thing in a long chain of things that slowly led us to this, such as starting Chapter 2. We also need to consider that BTS have probably been expecting to go into the military since they were young. This is nothing new, and if you know anything about the region, it isn't hard to understand why South Korea conscripts people in the first place. While many claim the group wanted to do military service, I honestly think that's kind of twisting their words. While some members may have been interested and some may have not, enlistment is a very touchy subject, so as public figures they can't just say that they do or don't want to enlist. In an interview a few years ago, Jimin stated that they would enlist when it was called upon them. At least to me, that meant they weren't seeking it out, but it was bound to seek them out and they would accept it when it did. Frankly, it was probably inevitable. It really just came down to when they would enlist and what their enlistment would entail. It's also been dragged out for too long and we're all tired of it, and BTS are probably tired of it too. I personally wouldn't be surprised if they made this decision to get it over with and to end the endless discourse. And to be honest, it was probably for the best. While they have served their country countless times in different ways, such as spreading the language and culture, going to the UN, speaking to President Biden, and more, this is just another way for them to serve Korea, this time out of respect for their country and its people. And we all need to respect their choice. Because in all honesty, right now is probably the best time for them to enlist. They are all focusing on their individual projects. Seokjin and even Yoongi are nearly 30, they've released an anthology album, and they just did the Busan concert. So why not start the process of enlisting the members? While people are bound to discuss if the government should offer them some leniency in their service due to all of the things they've already done for Korea, at the end of the day it's BTS's decision if they even accept it. We've promised to trust them in their decisions, and for this it's no different. While many fans would like to think it's possible they would accept such an offer, myself included, since we'd probably get Bangtan back together sooner than later, it's kind of unrealistic, since if the government did give them an offer, the guys would probably turn it down out of respect for their country and its citizens. Initially, the Korean government wanted to get this sorted out by December, but if they were to have BTS enlist and age was involved, that can obviously cause some problems. If they had gone for age 30, Seokjin will be 30 by December, so he would have had to pause any of his plans on short notice and start the enlistment process immediately. If it was for age 28, the same would be said for the whole Hyung line. That is just one of the ways it could have turned out, and to be honest, we don't know the full scope of what the Korean government has discussed about it. Based on current data, each member could be in the military from 18 to 21 months, or a year and a half to a year and 9 months. I also just want to quickly point out that the official statement said that they should reconvene as OT7 in about 2025. Meaning it was just an estimation and they could very well be out of the military before or after. So if the members enlist by the latest June 2023, they all could very well be out by the end of 2024. It seems like a long time, but it will go by so fast. Dynamite was released over 2 years ago and it feels just like yesterday. So 2023 and 2024 will go by quickly. While this has made a lot of us sad for many different reasons, such as ARMY knowing they're gonna miss BTS, it surely hasn't made us as sad as after this year's festa. There can be a couple factors that played into it. First, their break was completely unexpected, and the reason why was even more unexpected, though in hindsight, we can see the signs. Secondly, there was the fact that we as ARMY can cope with our own emotions with humor, but we never take BTS pain lightly, and learning that BTS was and is going through a hard time during festa emotionally broke us. To see how emotionally affected they all were was devastating to see, and all we as fans want is for them to be genuinely happy. But to see that they are content with their inevitable military service does lessen the blow. Another thing that's probably affected people is knowing that this is the first time the members will be separated for an extended period in 10 years. For some members, it's even longer than that. We know how close they are, and it hurts more to know they'll be separated than the fact we'll miss them. On a positive note, even though OT7 won't be together for a while, we can still appreciate that while some members are in the military, others won't be, so not all of the members will be alone during this time. BTS has handled this whole situation well, and I wish them nothing but the best. While we'll all be sad there will be no OT7 for a while, we can still enjoy the numerous things the guys have planned. Solos, units, collabs, new run BTS episodes, and even older content. As BTS continue to grow and better themselves, let's also grow and better ourselves, and when BTS are all together again, happier and healthier than ever, let's happily embrace it and support them until the very end and beyond. I hope everyone stays happy, healthy, and safe. Goodbye.